veteran Dustin Hopkins has this one teed up, and we are underway here in Cleveland. Xavier Gipson now from his end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. They go play action with Wilson. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now the second-year man back from injury. It's Breece Hall. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 44-yard line, here's a second down and 6. On second down, a run with Hall. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6. Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
And not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
Third down and 6. Now it's Wilson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a fourth down.
On fourth down, here's the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt for the Jets. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So here are the Browns under head coach Kevin Stefanski. And at quarterback, a longtime signal caller in the National Football League, former Super Bowl MVP Joe Flacco.
Remember when the conversation was, is Joe Flacco elite? Well, at one point he was elite enough to not only win a Super Bowl, but be named the MVP of that game. And for a time, one of the top-paid quarterbacks in the league. Not bad for a young man who transferred to Delaware from Pitt while in college. This guy has had a great career. Not many chances now to lead an offense, but still capable if put on the field.
First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Now a late signee let go by Minnesota in June. It's Dalvin Cook. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Dalvin Cook, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jets take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he returns this to the 22. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Passing play, Flacco. That's caught, and again it's Goodwin. From the 41, here's a 2nd and 5. Here's Flacco. He finds his man, complete. It's Ford. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. In motion left, that's Cooper. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Flacco from midfield. That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Operating off play action. Flacco under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6.
Mike 56, Mike 56. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Now Flacco. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Down to the 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6, and I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Zerline now for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice, and that often runs you into a penalty.
On the ground, it's Ford. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Now 2nd and 9. Here's Flacco. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Down to the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper, 82 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. On the return is Xavier Gibson. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On first down, Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still,
and now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Now Wilson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. And the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 1st and 10 here for Flacco. In trouble, and he's taken down. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
and it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
57 is the mic. Mark 57. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. 57 is the mic. 57 is the mic.
The handoff to Ford up the middle. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Ford. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Jets will take over. New York set to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now Wilson on 1st down. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Mike set. Mike set.
Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Big Dwayne Brown, the tackle, guilty there. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. There's Wilson to throw. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on 1st down? He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Solomon Thomas never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. To pass, Flacco. He finds his man, complete. It's 4th. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here's a 3rd and 14. They run with a veteran speedster. It's Kareem Hunt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A pretty good mark there. They needed 14. They got 14 on 3rd down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. On 1st down, Flacco. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Flacco from the gun. Got his man complete over the middle. That's 4th. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Here's 2nd and 10. Flacco will take to the air again. He finds his man complete. It's 4th. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And this one, a 41-yard attempt. Hopkins' kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, back to you two in just a bit. But first, welcome everyone to downtown Orlando and our EA Sports halftime reports. This game's had a little bit of everything thus far, and certainly plenty to look forward to as the teams are right back out there for the second.
The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Browns offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now. No doubt about it, a really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Flacco looks to throw. Over the middle, Amari Cooper, it's complete. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. They create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10. At their own 16. He'll give it to Hall to start the drive. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Big impact play, a tackle for loss.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On the draw, it's Hall. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He gets it underneath to Hall. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the play.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. Play action. Now Wilson. And he's taken down. This will be a Browns sack. It was Myles Garrett that time who got in there and brought him down.
That's a ball he needs to let go of there. Wasn't the most time in the world to work through his progression, but NFL quarterbacks, they've got to sense the pressure. They've got that internal clock, and the ball has to be gone. And if you're not going to escape and run for it, you have to let it go before the pressure gets to you and puts you on the ground.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Throwing is Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Cobb. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Hall ought to give up the middle. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a 1st.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On 1st down, right back to Hall. Oh, nice move. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second and 5. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. That's on the guard, Laken Tomlinson. The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. To throw is Wilson. Flush to his right. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Wilson smart to take off and run with it as he's able to pick up the 1st. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Hall. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Hall again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Cook is into the end zone for a Jets touchdown. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Another opportunity now for the Browns offense. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Throwing here on 1st down, Flacco. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Setting up to throw, Flacco. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now it's Flacco. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. This is Ford. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Flacco. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
2nd and 10. Now Flacco. Quick throw, and he's got Amari Cooper. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets 16. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
A red zone first down for Flacco. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Boy, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is third down now. And right side, they're going to go option here. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a fourth down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Hopkins' kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position with all 3 timeouts. I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Second down and 6 now from the 26. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's where this crowd can really help make things difficult. It's 3rd and 3. They'll run with Hall. And he will have a Jets first down, and that should just about do it. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Wilson. That is intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. We're part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick six on the other side, and now they get a pick six of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition?
And he's gonna be sacked. They came after him. He couldn't get away. And this remains a 2-point game. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
So just over 90 seconds to play, and this would figure to be about as critical as it gets here. Oh, and did the Browns get it? I think so, yes. A field goal will do it for them. They got the onside kick that they needed here. We'll see if they can do the rest.
Some teams are just not comfortable waiting to see what happens. Some teams like to force the action. That's exactly what we saw with this onside kick.
This is 1st and 10. Flacco. And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now Flacco. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. He finds his man complete. That's 4th. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They run with Ford. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's 2nd down. Again, they turn to Ford. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll come to the line. This is 3rd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. 4. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. You've got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off.